Hello and welcome back to Ross Taylor Woodworks. This time we have a oak chair with a cane seat, and it's breaking away and caving in. Sometimes it's usually very difficult to get these splines out without doing a lot of damage to the chair, and it's also very time consuming. So in these cases I usually just take the caning out and make an upholstered seat, and that's what we'll be doing here. First up is just to take a knife and cut out the oak caning. I've got the cane cut out. Now I'm on to the plywood panel. We're going to get a 1/4 inch plywood, just a scrap piece. And I've already cut it to the rough shape, and now we have to taper it to match the taper of the chair. And we just find the center point in the back and then just subtract the appropriate amount to make it parallel on both sides. Okay, here's our center point, and then I just subtracted the appropriate amount to make it parallel. Now I'll just go cut these out. Okay, I got that cut out and set in place, and realized I need to make a curve in the back. So what we're going to do there is take a pair of scribes. I've got the panel set where I want it to be, so with even margins all the way around. And I'm just going to take a pair of scribes and scribe a curve. And we'll go ahead and cut that out then. I've got that curve cut out, and I've cleaned up the edges with the sander and just rounded them a little bit. And that fits in perfectly. Got nice even margins all the way around. Okay, and now the next step is going to be to reinforce this with a wooden frame underneath. Just a little too soft without a wooden frame underneath. I've just taken some scrap pine and made a frame. Okay, the first thing I did was when the seat was on the chair, I traced the outline from the underside. Now I'm making a frame, and I want this to be about a 1/4 inch less than the seat frame. Okay, we've got the pieces cut. Now I'm going to take this and glue it together, and then maybe just do a little more trimming after it's glued together. Then this will be glued to the plywood. That provides firmer support underneath, and also allows me for the screws to bite into. Finish platform and our wooden frame underneath, and it's a 1/4 inch back from the edge. Then it sits down in there, and it's got nice firm support. And I've also added to this chair some corner blocks, so that I can screw up through these blocks into the frame. Set to put our upholstery on, and this is going to be a vinyl. Okay, our first step was to cut out a piece of foam and also a piece of batting. Okay, and then first thing we're going to do is glue the foam and just using a spray adhesive, just a light coat on both pieces. And we'll let that dry for about a minute. Hang on, and we'll just do a light coat around the edge. And also on the batting. Pull our batting around and just tack it down to the glue. Okay, and we'll just trim off the excess. I've got a piece of vinyl cut. And then we're going to take our seat, just lay it in the middle. And just wrap around. And go straight across the front. Flip it around. Just give it a little bit of a tug. And just kind of pull it around the curve. Okay, looks great. Now we'll just finish stapling. Got our corners tucked in, trimmed off the excess, and now it's ready to go in the chair.